and welcome back to my channel. Today we have a very simple and straightforward video. Today we're going to be talking about products slash formulas that I feel are worth the splurge or the higher price point. Now I feel that with like kind of the insurgence of drugstore and more affordable products and more affordable brands being available, I guess more toward at Ulta. I guess Sephora does have some kind of like maybe lower price. There are a lot of things that are really competing like formula wise. Like drugstore really has some really great foundations, primers, blushes, highlighters. Are kind of on the eyeshadow front, but there are not necessarily drugstore but more affordable brands that have really good eyeshadow formulas. But today we are going to be talking about some higher end, more expensive things that I think are actually worth the price and are some things that are worth investing in. Alright, so right off the bat, obviously we have to talk about highlighter, because if we didn't talk about highlighter, it wouldn't be a video for me. We have the ever so famous Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors. And here I have Moonstone and Rose Quartz. These are simply a phenomenal formula. They can be very subtle, but most of the time they're a lot more just like cha-cha-cha-cha on you, which is what I like in a highlighter. This formula doesn't emphasize texture, it doesn't go on patchy, it doesn't emphasize fine lines, it is just absolutely amazing, and these have a really high reputation for very obvious reasons. If you are wanting to invest in a really just amazing highlighter, this is your bet. They have a myriad of colors for all kinds of skin tones, undertones, just anything you could possibly want. These are amazing. Then a highlighter that's kind of come as a shock to me. I don't know if this haul is even up yet, but you all may or may not know that I decided to purchase some Natasha Denona products that weren't her eyeshadows to see if I could find something that she did that I loved. And indeed we did, one of which being the Natasha Denona Super Glow. This one here, there are 3 shades. This one is in 01 Fair, 02 is Fair to Medium, and then 03 is the Medium to Deep. This formula is just absolutely breathtaking. It starts off subtle and then you can build it up into this beautiful, intense glow that is so healthy and so gorgeous and stunning on the skin. My complexion looks so great when I'm using a Natasha Denona face product. I'm not sure what she's doing, but whatever it is, she is doing it right. I was just completely blown away by this and just how absolutely beautiful it is. This is definitely worth every single penny. If you want like just smooth and beautiful and highlighty, and it can be intense but still healthy, it's just amazing. Then following the Natasha Denona train, these are her blush duos, another product that took me completely by surprise. This one is in number 11, Tutu and Burnt Orange. This one is number 5, Renee's Pastel Pink and Electric Pink. If there is such a thing as a perfect blush formula, this is as close to it as I feel I'm gonna get. These blushes are simply amazing. They are so smooth. They're just the right amount of pigmented where you get your brush in there and you just glide it on, not patchy. It mattifies, it minimizes your pores, and it just makes your skin this perfect airbrushed flush that I have not seen in any other blush I own. I honestly don't understand why more people aren't talking about these rather than her eyeshadow formula, because these are amazing and I think they're underrated, but these are definitely definitely worth the price because they're just so beautiful and effortless on your skin. All right, let's talk about some eyeshadow. We've got one that's kind of like in the mid-price range and one that's in the expensive price range. Mid-price range, Anastasia Beverly Hills. Both of these palettes are permanent and both of these palettes have an absolutely amazing formula. Have them looking like here. There really isn't much more than I can say other than these are phenomenal. They are all extremely pigmented shades. The mattes blend beautifully. They don't muddy out. The shimmers are phenomenal without needing to have a tacky primer or a glitter glue or a setting spray. They just perform amazingly on their own. I love the color spectrum. Just Anastasia has such a great eyeshadow formula in these two palettes. She can be a little inconsistent, but these two are absolutely wonderful. And if you are looking for a great palette to invest in and a formula that performs as well as wears really well on the eyes, you got it in these two. You got the more red family, then you got that rosy warm tone neutral. Amazing. Then a formula that is a bit more expensive, but a formula that I have come to really love is Viseart. Now, first things first, we've got the all matte palettes. This one here is the 10 warm matte. This one is 04 dark matte. These are absolutely beautiful. They blend gorgeously. They're pigmented. I mean, basically they blend themselves. But I feel like a little bit underrated and still really good are their all shimmer palettes. This one here is Boheme Dream, and then the darker one is Bijou Royale. You guys know I am not a stickler for doing your makeup correctly, quote unquote. I'll do an all shimmer eye look all day long. And what I love about this one is how you've got like the eye looks already set up if you just want to go like monochromatic like I do so often. And same with this one. You've kind of just got that gradient built in, but their shimmers are gorgeous and they are amazing for all shimmer looks. They don't crease, they don't transfer, they don't go anywhere. They're really pigmented. I feel like if you really like want to invest in something that you're going to be using like regularly, definitely invest in one of the matte ones. If you want something that's going to be a bit more fun, quote unquote, they do have the shimmer ones. I just think these are a beautiful, wonderful formula that a lot of people should invest in. Then one more blush formula. You guys are definitely familiar with my love of the Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brightens. Now, these kind of come with a caveat. If you are a matte lover blush, definitely these aren't your thing. But if you like a shimmery illuminating blush, these all the way. This one here is in Fruit Punch and this one is in Tropic Hues. These are just absolutely gorgeous. They're very pigmented. A little bit goes a long way. And like I said, if you are someone who wants that like illuminating, brightening, lifting effect on your cheeks, this is where you need to go. They are absolutely gorgeous. And she does have a myriad of colors suiting for different skin tones. So shimmery, if you want the shimmery, and if you want the matte, we've got two options right here that are both beautiful on the skin. Then a newer product that has come into my forefront of realization is the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I am wearing that on my under eyes today. This is so great. This is one of those things that you hear people talking about and you're like, oh, okay, all right, whatever. And then you get it and you're like, wow, they really were telling the truth. This is just a gorgeous, gorgeous powder. It sets your makeup and it makes it like matte without making you look dry and cakey, and it gives you a very airbrushed and smooth and ethereal look to your foundation, which is definitely something that I live for because y'all know I'm dry as all get out up in here. It's a powder that doesn't settle into fine lines or wrinkles or texture or anything like that. It's just smoothing and beautifying, and it is pretty much, yeah, just straight up is weightless on your skin. You can't even feel it or tell that you're wearing it. Then last but not least, we've got to talk about some kind of lipstick. I know there's a lot of around Kat Von D right now, as well as my support or not support type thing, but I do have products by her that I love. And one of those is her Everlasting Liquid Lipsticks. Now, I love the formula, but something else that I also love is her applicator, because I feel like a liquid lipstick formula can be a total fail if the applicator sucks. These ones are in Aisha and Lolita. I am wearing Project Chimps on my lips, which is exclusive to her site. But I love these. They're pigmented, they're opaque, and probably my favorite thing about them is they are, as I feel, they are very, very transfer proof, and it doesn't feel like you're wearing a liquid lipstick. It doesn't feel like you're wearing anything. You're just going about your day feeling like you've got your normal lips on, but they're not your normal lips. Well, they are, just not your normal color. And I know whatever people say about her and all that jazz, but you can't deny, kind of the same thing with Jeffree Star, you cannot deny that they have some real good formulas under their belt. Alright guys, that is all I have it for products that I feel are worth the splurge, worth the money. I can definitely do a one talking about less expensive products that, like, maybe I could do a less expensive ones that perform like high end. I'm not sure. I love doing all kinds of different videos for you guys. Let me know what you would like to see. And let me know a product down below that you think is worth the money or isn't worth the money. I love hearing your guys' experiences with the makeup I talk about. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. And as always, keep it real. Mwah!